The story of Shangri-La. After Group 935 was founded in 1931 by German scientist Dr. Maxis, he invited his friend Dr. Edward Richtofen to join. The group conducted many different experiments, including teleportation. In early 1940, Richtofen and another 935 scientist called Dr. Schuster conducted their first human teleportation test. Richtofen was so confident in its success that he volunteered himself. He stepped inside of the teleporter and was unexpectedly teleported to the moon, where he encountered the ether pyramid hidden there by the corrupted keepers. He called it the MPD. While inspecting the moon pyramid device, Richtofen was electrocuted and began hearing the many voices of corruption in his head, including the Shadow Man's. The device then suddenly teleports him to Shangri-La, a lost temple hidden deep in the Himalayas, where he stumbles upon the natives. Bewildered by Richtofen's presence, they begin worshipping him, building an altar in his name. While exploring the area, Richtofen encounters the Focusing Stone, an element 115 infused meteorite. Now corrupted by the Dark Ether, acting as the Shadow Man's agent, he is gradually driven insane by an obsession to reach Argotha. Over 10 years later, on April the 25th, 1956, two British explorers, Brock and Garry, travelled to the Himalayas to try and prove the existence of Argotha, believing Shangri-La to be the gateway. As they explore the temples, they come across some unfinished carvings around the main structure. Brock notices a button on the wall which he pushes, sending them through time and space to the events of an eclipse. And as they look up, they see Mars's moons, Deimos in the background and Phobos covering the sun.
The heat and humidity is just excruciating. According to the locals, the temple should be in this mountain range just up this river. Garry, do you hear that? A waterfall. We must be close. Hand me the binoculars. There is a structure up ahead. If this is truly a gateway to Argotha, my work will finally be validated.
Brock, I don't think this place is abandoned.
Don't be silly. This place has to be thousands of years old. I have found some unfinished carvings around the structures I can't make out. They do not look like... Wait, what is this?
What the hell was that? Why is the sky dark?
It's an eclipse. We must have...
Run! What are those things?
Zombies. We have to find another way.
Zombies? What are you talking about?
The writings must have been right. No! Don't touch that! Damn! Take a look around and try to find a way out.
I got nothing.
We will have to conserve our supplies. Take your shoes off and hand me your socks.
By activating the eclipse, Brock and Garry had unwittingly become trapped inside of a pocket dimension in Shangri-La, on Mars. The two are suddenly attacked by zombies. None the wiser, they run, hiding within the temple structure. Trapped in the temple by the undead, eventually Garry dies, and Brock shortly after.
I have been trapped in the temple structure for days. Garry is dead, and I don't see a way out of here. I can still hear the zombies outside. I fear this is my last recording, as the battery is about to die, and I will soon follow. One thing I can be certain of is that Blum...
After their deaths, their time loop resets. This time, as Brock and Garry are traversing through the temple's tunnels, after dying again multiple times, they finally manage to escape.
We are moving through a small network of tunnels. This appears to be some sort of aqueduct system. Unless this was carved out at a much later...
Holy crap!
We need to start digging and get past this cave-in! Well, we lucked out on that.
I wouldn't classify any of this as lucky.
Well, we are still alive.
Shh! Do you hear that?
Quickly, under there!
Great, another dead end.
Well, at least we're safe for now.
Really? Let's get out of here before spikes shoot out of the walls and the floors open up to a pit of lava.
This place is massive. The architecture is not what I expected to see. It's more of an interpretation
What
of...
the hell's wrong with you? If this place doesn't kill us, the freaking undead will. We are stuck in some kind of trap-filled temple of death, surrounded by a horde of undead, and you were talking about the rugs not matching the curtains. If you don't...
Well, this is unfortunate.
Yeah, I rest my case.
The walls are too slippery to climb. I can see a tube about halfway up the side of the well, but we can't reach it.
What the... I think something just swam past my leg.
Where?
I don't know!
Yes! We can reach the top!
Still noticing there's a full eclipse in the sky, Brock begins thinking about those unfinished carvings he saw before the eclipse occurred, believing they hold the key. As Brock and Gary decide to investigate the step pyramid for some clues, Brock steps on a bear trap and is killed.
I can see the outside.
Thank heavens we are finally out of the wretched catacombs.
It's still a full eclipse.
Yes, it is very strange. I've been thinking about those unfinished carvings we saw before the eclipse occurred, and can't help but think they hold some sort of key in all of this. We should investigate the stepped pyramid for some clues.
I think we should get the hell out of here while we have the chance.
But we are so close to proving the existence of...
Once again, their time loop resets. However, this time when escaping the catacombs, avoiding the bear trap, they make it to the top of the temple, where in front of them they see some sort of altar with an encryption on it that reads Richtofen, and a blue rock floating above it.
I can see the outside.
Thank heavens we are finally out of the wretched catacombs.
It's still a full eclipse.
Yes, it is very strange. I've been thinking about those carvings we saw before the eclipse. Give me a moment.
Oh, jeez, man, do we really need to do this now?
Yes, they do match the pictures from the tattoo. It's a code. 16-1-3-4. This doesn't mean much. Perhaps the answer lies inside that stepped pyramid.
As Brock attempts to remove it, their time loop resets again, taking them back to the moment they arrived in Shangri-La. The two were trapped in a never-ending loop.
I am now entering the antechamber. I see some sort of altar, and there is a rock suspended above it. This is just wonderful. An inscription. Richtofen. Gary, take an etching. The rock above the altar seems to be suspended in thin air. I'm going to remove it now.
We've been in this jungle for days and haven't seen any sign of this hidden temple.
We cannot give up. It has to be here.
I can't shake this feeling like we're going in circles.
We should get to higher ground and take a look. The heat and humidity is just excruciating. According to the locals, the temple should be in this mountain range just up this river. Gary, do you hear that? A waterfall. We must be close. Hand me the binoculars. There is a structure up ahead. If this is truly a gateway to Agatha, my work will finally be validated.
Almost 60 years later, movie director George Romero, while shooting his movie Call of the Dead in Siberia, goes missing. 6 weeks later, George Romero's assistant, Sally, begins to search for her boss following his disappearance along with the rest of the cast and crew. She starts going through his research and discovers he was investigating an organisation called Group 935 and their work on raising the undead, teleportation, along with many other shady things.
I started going through his research, and good fucking lord, this is a confusing mess. So much shit about time travel, different dimensions. Honestly, I'm not even sure what he's getting into. You can make this stuff up. A mad German scientist, a foul-mouthed American, a drunk Soviet, and a warrior Japanese soldier, all working together?
As she continued to look into it, she eventually came across details pertaining to two guys named Brock and Gary, looking for Agatha. Sally travels to their last known location, the Himalayas, where she comes across the Shangri-La temple. Suddenly, the sky goes black, she looks up, and there's an eclipse, which sends her back in time to April the 25th, 1956. Trapped in the same time loop as Brock and Gary, she begins being chased by the undead and is killed multiple times, but every time the loop resets, bringing her back to the moment she arrived here.
So I started with a simple one. Something about two guys named Brock and Gary looking for Arthur. They finished like dirt. Figured I'd start there. Next thing I know, I'm in this jungle, and it's hot and humid, and the sky goes black. Like dark black. I look up. There's an eclipse, and these things start chasing me. Like zombies. Trust me, I know how it sounds. I've been fighting them so long now. I should be dead. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have died, but it just keeps going. I've started setting up these traps. Pretty damn proud of them, if I do say so myself. Wait, I hear something.
Can't help but think they hold some kind of key clues. We should investigate the stepped pyramid for some clues. I think we should get the hell out of here while we still have the chance. But we're so close to proving the existence of...
Ugh, finally. Sorry, the only thing more annoying than the undead are those two guys, whoever they are. Anyway, I've been trying to get some bars on myself for days, and I'm having no luck. I swear, if I die a few more times, I may actually lose it. At least then I'll have those agents off my back.
After teleporting from Siberia, Ultimus arrived in Shangri-La on that very same day, April the 25th, 1956, to acquire the final piece needed for Richtofen's grand scheme, the focusing stone. Ultimus pushed a button on one of the walls to activate an eclipse, sending them back in time, where a giant meteor of element 115 comes crashing into the temple.
What the hell was that? Why is the sky dark?
It's an eclipse. We must have...
Run! What are those things?
Zombies. We have to find another way.
Zombies? What are you talking about?
The documents must have been right. No! Don't touch that! Damn! Take a look around and try to find a way out.
Brock, I hear somebody out there that isn't dead.
Hello out there! Hello?
The voices! Wait, that's not in my head.
We are stuck behind some kind of mechanism. Whatever you did moved it slightly. We really could use some help here. Look at this. There's a passageway below. We have to push on to have any chance of escape.
Thanks, whoever you guys are.
With the help of Brock and Gary, who are trapped in a time loop, they acquire a mysterious weapon called the 31-79 JGB-215, which they use to shrink the meteor, causing it to fall behind a wall. Unable to reach it, they pass Brock and Gary a stick of dynamite and blow the wall up.
We have made it inside the top of the temple. I can see an antechamber through a crack in the wall, but there is no way to get inside. It's completely enclosed.
If we had a stick of dynamite, I could get us in there.
Well, unless you brought some, I think we're not getting any further.
I had some in my bag, but dropped it when we were attacked by that horde of zombies. And by the look of it out there, we're not going to be able to stroll around looking for it.
So close to the answers.
We need to get the hell out of here before it's too late.
Ultimus then leaves the eclipse, travelling back to the present and acquire the condensed 115 meteor, or as he calls it, the focusing stone, which is left floating above an altar. Now having collected everything he needs, Ultimus Richtofen, along with Ultimus Nikolai, Takio and Dempsey, then attempt to teleport to the moon to finally confront Samantha. And that is the end of Shangri-La's storyline in this dimension, because In an alternate timeline, things worked out slightly different. In this fractured universe, a private plane carrying Brock and Gary to Shangri in the Himalayas encounters a freak astroperic event which causes it to crash, killing all on board, including the famous explorers Brock and Gary. And that's it. The complete storyline of Shangri. As always, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, a like rating is always appreciated. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel to stay up to date with the latest videos. Check out the others in the playlist, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, goodbye.